Hey y'all, what's going on, man? Hey, this your man Big Tiger. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Look, y'all, we need to talk about this, and I hope this is my last time talking about it. I called into a show last night, and they were talking about Dion and how he left, and he was creating a pipeline going to Jackson from HBCU, well, going to Power Five from HBCUs. And I'm like, are y'all paying attention to what's going on? Like, Jackson just got a guy from a Power Five quarterback. He got another guy from a Power Five. They're trying to get a guy from Nebraska right now. Like, uh, a few guys are going from Power Fives down to HBCUs. So really, it's who's working the hardest in the portal. Like, if the guy's in the portal, that means he want to leave your school anyway. So that means the school didn't do enough to keep him. Let's just put that out there, right? But right now, you got a bunch of kids that's stuck in the portal. They said there's been kids stuck in the portal for over a year. So now, honestly, HBCU got a chance to clean up on a lot of these guys because they stuck in the portal. Like, the portal is, a lot of people saying the portal is hurting high school kids right now. I think what's hurting high school kids right now is that COVID year. All these guys got an extra year. But the portal is great, especially when guys getting stuck in the portal. Now, okay, you might have didn't want to come to an HBCU, but now this is your only person that's knocking on your door. Boom. And if the HBCU win, like, I hope HBCUs look the form of that what Dion doing. Like, I don't know if y'all heard what Dion said. They was like, your first game against TCU. He was like, no, it ain't. Not if I can help it. He trying to get his first game changed. He want to play against a smaller team first, like, to get everybody, on the same page and get some film. They can break down stuff before you play the defending team that played, well, not the defending, but a team that played in the championship game. Like, you don't want that to be your first game. They just got 3 5-stars to come in there on top of the team they already got. So, I mean, Deion trying to play it smart, but he don't just put too much on his plate too fast. And then I also heard him talking about how they was mad because Deion had the guy from Jackson to come up there and cook. And they talking about that. They talking down bad about that. Y'all ain't looking at that like that's actually a hookup. Like, bro, I'm going to fly you up here. You come see all this stuff, how we got it going on up here. And you going to cook and make you some money. Like, now, this guy, everybody know about his business. He got all that free publicity. That's what it's all about. I'm hearing the people from Jackson, and the people that's really cool with Jackson, y'all positive, leave comments on the video, because we need to know who. Because I'm listening to the people on the video, and they're just going in, like, just slandering the man and just saying all bad stuff. But I'm like, y'all ain't really looking at it. He looking out for people that's from your place, and he getting them paid. Don't you supposed to be applauded for hooking your people up and giving them connects and building relationships? But see, I don't think we really focusing on that. We ain't focusing on building the relationships, and that's why a lot of these HBCUs gonna close, because we're not building relationships and business relationships. So you got partnerships. Like, we so focused on who got the nice looking clothes and all this kind of stuff, we not building partnerships. I don't hear nobody talking about the new deals with the commissioner done. I don't hear nobody talking about the new deals that the president of the school done. I don't hear nobody talking about the new renovations and stuff that's gonna happen and things to look forward to. I hear people trying to tear down Prime when you got a whole college with all these different departments, all so much stuff you can be talking about. You talking about, we can only talk about HBCU football. We can't talk about Power 5. Like, why? It's all college football, right? Don't you want to have your school lined up with other schools so people that's tuned in to watch this school, they actually see your school, and that's how your name grow. I remember sitting in bars and people like, what school is that? Is that a college? Like, they didn't know who Jackson was. Just like I didn't know who Jackson was. So Dion is actually elevating Jackson. Even when he gone, he's still elevating Jackson. And y'all mad because he elevated Jackson and now he's elevating Colorado? Like, help me understand, Jackson. Is this just the crab in the bucket people that's talking about this? Or is this how y'all really get down? Are y'all really this mad? Or is this just a select few that's talking real loud? That's got a big voice and they just don't care. They just don't mind acting out. Cause like I was on the phone with the guy last night. I heard people talk for like 8 minutes on the show. He hung up with me in like 45 seconds because I was talking like a real. I'm bringing knowledge to the game. Like I ain't just gonna get on here and start doing some foolery, just talking crazy and bashing Deion. I'm like, okay, he left and went to Colorado and he took some players with him, but most coaches do that. When Kirby went to Georgia, I know he had one DB that came with him and started. I know Coach Satterfield just left Louisville and went to Cincinnati. I know he took a player with him. I always see certain guys will follow a coach if they believe in the coach. It's up to the school to entice the kids to stay. If the school couldn't keep the kids, that's the school fault. Why y'all ain't blaming the school for that? You can't blame Deion because the kids didn't want to stay. They came there for the coach. And that's the thing. These kids, they have their own mind. Some people go places because they're going to get to play. Some people go places because they love the atmosphere. Some people go places because their mom and daddy went to this school. Some people want to go play for this coach. Some people going because they got a winning culture and they want to win the championship. So you got a lot of different things. But a lot of these kids came to Jackson on the strength of Deion. The same reason why all these kids going to Colorado right now on the strength of Deion and this coaching staff he putting together. So it's like, why can't we just appreciate what he done and talk about the positive stuff that's going on at Jackson? Let's talk about the upcoming things at Jackson so we can have good content to talk about. What's wrong with that, people? Help me out, Jackson. Help me understand. What am I missing?